Hey everybody, number 060 here, and this is the new Nightmare Short, because I am the ideas guy. Completely random and probably nonsensical ideas coming your way. And this is episode 1 of the ideas guy. Weapons of war. Idea 1. We make large flails made out of huge one-ton packs of oranges. We flail them at the enemy, and even if it doesn't kill them outright, they will be so scared of oranges that they will die of scurvy due to lack of vitamin C. Idea 2. We should try. I wonder if Tarzan could be lured into his own cannon by cheesecake. Exploiting weaknesses? Maybe so. Idea 3. We should make tanks with springs on their caterpillars and must have the loaded cannon shells with springs in them loaded as well. Because when they are dropped from a great height, they would bounce more and therefore be more effective against the enemy that you're fighting. And hey, spring-loaded shells are always going to be going a great distance before they explode. Keep in mind. Idea 4. Have the world's worst screamer metal band in front of the enemy fortress wall at their main base. Their horrid singing and bad out-of-tune music should be enough to crumble the walls and have them to be vulnerable and weak because they're cowering in fear of the horrid music. And even if it doesn't work, they're most likely to be getting killed, and so the world will be got rid of one great affliction. I will leave it to you to decide who the world's worst metal band actually are. Idea number 5. Use laser guidance systems to parachute down a round small wall about 10 feet high onto enemy soldiers. Just parachute the walls down and they'll be stuck. They won't be able to go anywhere, they won't be able to climb over, they'll be completely stuck and at the mercy of the enemy, so they can easily be captured, especially if it's a self-sealing wall that cuts off the top and the bottom, like a little barrel or something. So self-sealing brick walls should be in the next, should be the army of tomorrow, because there's no soldiers all stuck behind brick walls, then there's nothing that they can possibly do. Idea number 6. When fighting in guerrilla warfare and going into a building populated by possibly the enemy, I recommend that they throw a smoke cloud and then set up some image distorting mirrors, so that when the smoke clears, the enemy looks at themselves so distorted in the mirror that they instantly die of shock at their own ugliness. Idea number 7. Now, we all know how overly religious and religious war the Iraqis tend to be, so I have a perfect solution to this. Use a helicopter high in the sky with an extremely loud megaphone to imitate the voice of God telling them all to bugger off. That way, they'll be commanded by their very God to lose the war, and therefore they won't be able to do anything. And finally, idea number 8. Dress up all the soldiers in Chuck Norris costumes, because once the enemy see that they're faced with an army of Chuck Norris, they'll instantly surrender. After all, there is absolutely no one, and I mean no one, in this world who will try and stand up to Chuck Norris. I can guarantee you that. If you like this video and want to comment or have your own ideas about an idea that the ideas guy myself could be used in future, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to rate and subscribe if you've not seen them before, like my videos and yada yada yada. Oh, and please remember, don't take any of this seriously, it's all just a bloomin' joke. This is Nightmare 060, off and away. And now something completely different. It is a well-known fact that if Chuck Norris and Mr. T walked into a room, it would explode. No small space can contain that amount of awesomeness.